Winter has certainly been tightening its grip across Europe over the last few days. We've seen some bitterly cold Arctic air feeding in all the way from Siberia, carried in by some pretty brisk easterly winds, and those temperatures certainly fell away to some pretty low levels during Tuesday night. -17 in Sofia, even by Bulgarian standards in the middle of winter, that is a pretty low figure. -25 for some of the alpine ski centres, -22 in Kiev, and -36 degrees. Again, even for areas close to the Arctic Circle, that's a very low temperature. Now, it's not just the low temperatures that have been causing problems. I thought it was worth looking at one or two local effects as the result of this very cold air. Come further south, we've had an area of low pressure sitting across central Italy. Strong winds on its northern flank. You can see the way the isobars are packed together. Those winds coming in from the east. So we've got all this cold air sitting there across the Balkans. It's trying to get across the Dinaric Alps and the eastern end of the main alpine range, but it can't do it because it's very cold, very dense air. So instead of going over the mountains, it goes round, it funnels through the gaps between the mountains, and Trieste at the north of the Adriatic is right in the path of that funnel. So it's had very strong, bitterly cold winds. Temperatures on the thermometer around about freezing, but the Bora wind, as it's called, has meant that the wind chill has made it feel much colder. Those winds gusting up to around 40, 50, even 60 miles an hour. And then head further east across to the Bosphorus, and again cold winds, this time coming in from the north, but a different sort of problem. This time it's Istanbul that's been suffering. Those northerly winds coming across the relatively warm waters of the Black Sea have been picking up moisture, being warmed from below. That's the recipe for snow clouds, which have dropped their snow right on Istanbul. Now, it's not that unusual to get snow in Istanbul, but we have seen some really large amounts. It's the same sort of effect as lake effect snow, the thing that you get across the Great Lakes in North America. And that bitter weather set to stay for a while yet across many parts of Europe. If you've got some pictures of the wintry weather, we'll send them into weatherpics@bbc.co.uk. We may use them on air or pop them on the website.